well, we've heard this before, but maybe he aged Harrison Ford in some Star Wars? Check it out.
Hi, John and crew. This is Justin, your Canadian neighbor in Minnesota. I saw an interview that Yahoo's Kevin Pomeroy did with Pedro Pascal. He was asked if there's a legacy Star Wars character he hopes will show up in Mando, and while Pedro wanted to answer, he couldn't, leading me to believe that his fan favorite is showing up this season. While Mace Windu and Ezra are interesting picks for the Jedi who saved Grogu during Order 66, I'm still wondering if Harrison Ford will show up based on rumors of an appearance last year during Boba Fett and his recent de-aging in Indiana Jones 5. What are your thoughts? Thank you, and bring on the filthy.
All right, Justin, thanks a lot for calling that in. And yeah, look, this is kind of interesting. Now, the thing about Mandalorian is, if I had to point out one of the things that bother me a little bit about The Mandalorian, is its over-reliance on pointless fan service. Like, there's just, listen, don't get me wrong, I love Mandalorian. I love this show. I stayed up till midnight and watched it when it dropped on Disney Plus. I'll do it again next week. I love this show. But, in all the things that I love, there are things that could be better. And I think one of the things that have always stood out to me about a negative about Mandalorian is just like, he says, look, everybody, remember him? Or remember that, everyone? Like, they kind of fall back on that a lot. And it's kind of jarring to me sometimes. So the idea, but then they pull out a Luke at the end of season 2, and that worked. I mean, that narratively made sense. It had the right build up to it, had this huge payoff. That was an example of it being done really, really well. So I love it when it works well. So yeah, the idea, when Pedro Pascal says, I can't answer that question. When they ask him, are we going to have any big surprise legacy characters, whatever, he says, I can't answer that. I mean, look, does anybody doubt where they're going to get that? When they saw the pop that Luke got at the end, I mean, literally people, Ray, you saw these. You showed me half of these things. Yeah. Reactions of people around the world watching Luke showing up and crying. Like tears, people crying that Luke was showing up. It was an emotional, great moment. They're instantly going, okay, who do we bring back next? Who pops up next that can get us the big pop? Now,
Big Papa.
You guys might remember that about a year or so ago, long before Book of Boba Fett came out, there was a story going around that Harrison Ford was seen on the set of where they were shooting Book of Boba Fett. And these reports, I think you got the link there, Jonathan.
Yeah.
That these reports saying that Harrison Ford actually shot for a couple of days. The reports came out that said Harrison Ford was there. Now, granted, these reports did not come from the Hollywood Reporter or anything like that, but these reports are going around that Harrison Ford was spotted on set or around the sound stages of where they were shooting Book of Boba Fett and said he did several days of shooting. Now, I remember we talked about this. The rumor was that he was now going to pop up in the Book of Boba Fett. We were going to see a de-aged version of Harrison Ford in the Book of Boba Fett. And I said at the time, I went back and looked at the old episode of our show. I said, I don't believe this. I mean, obviously, there could be some truth to it. I mean, they're always looking to get that cheap fan pop out of people. So it's something they could do, but I don't buy it. I don't think this is what they're doing. And sure enough, Book of Boba Fett came out, came and went, no Harrison Ford. But could there be a case to be made that maybe that report was true, that Harrison Ford, while he was shooting Indiana Jones 5 and was doing a lot of de-aging for that, took time to step over for a couple of days to the volume and where they're shooting Book of Boba Fett to shoot some footage for not Book of Boba Fett, but maybe for a Mandalorian season 3. The first thing I will say about that is it is not the most ridiculous theory. We have seen, particularly in big franchises, where they have shot stuff with people way in advance just because they knew they were going to use it somewhere down the road. We've seen that. As a matter of fact, they did that with, I believe they said they did that with Stan Lee, did they not? I believe they shot a bunch of things with Stan Lee.
Kind of booked them.
Yeah, they shot a bunch of things, even if it wasn't for the immediate thing they had coming out or whatever. They recorded some stuff with them. They shot some stuff with them. But we've seen that happen in franchises before too, where they've done that. So is it conceivable that they decided that we're going to shoot some stuff with Harrison Ford While we've got him booked, like he's shooting Indiana Jones 5 for us right now with Lucasfilm. So while we've got his time booked and we're not shooting anything on set that day for Indiana Jones 5, is it conceivable they said, hey, Harrison, we're going to send you over to the sound stages over here and we're going to shoot some Han Solo stuff? Conceivable? Yes. And when you compound that with the fact that they got this big, huge pop with Luke being at the end of Mandalorian Season 2, and they got a big excitement again with Luke popping up again in Book of Boba Fett, also known as Mandalorian Season 2.5, it becomes even more conceivable that they would love to have Harrison Ford make a quick appearance. However, I still don't buy it. And there's two main reasons I don't buy it. Is it possible? Yes. Am I telling you it can't possibly happen? No. But there are two reasons why I don't buy it. Reason number one is, I don't think Harrison Ford wants to play Han Solo anymore. I mean, the only way he would come back and do The Force Awakens is if they promised him they would kill him off. So they did. That being said, he still did pop up again as the ghost of Han Solo in another movie. But still, I personally think Harrison Ford is overplaying Han Solo. I don't think he wants to do it anymore. The second thing is this. You don't need a de-aged Harrison Ford when you've got Alden Ehrenreich. Alden Ehrenreich is, whether you like it or not, he is our younger version of Han Solo now. And listen, while the Han Solo movie bombed, there's no sugarcoating that. The Han Solo movie bombed. Like Rob and I think a lot of people still think that was a good movie. It was an unnecessary movie. It was a movie they never should have made, to be honest with you. But it was good. It was a good space action adventure film. I had a really good time with it. And you know what? I thought Alden Ehrenreich, who we just got to see again, that was him in Cocaine Bear, was it not?
Yes.
All right. Who we just got to see him again in Cocaine Bear. I think Alden Ehrenreich did a terrific job of playing Han Solo without doing a Harrison Ford impersonation. That was the one thing I was worried about him doing. I was worried about him trying to do a Harrison Ford. He took that character, honored the key aspects of the character, but still made it his own. And I thought he did a great job with that. So if you need a younger Han Solo, just bring Alden Ehrenreich back. Although I don't think they have any plans of doing a sequel to Solo, whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. The question is for you guys. What do you think about this? Do you think there could be a chance that Harrison Ford actually did last year shoot some footage for a Mandalorian Season 3? It seems like a stretch for me, but I concede it would be at least possible, even if I don't think it's going to happen. But maybe you think it's a lock. Maybe you think it's 100%. Listen, they got that big success with Luke. They want to do it again with Han. And if they've got Han there, why not do it? I don't know, guys. Whatever you think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals for 2023, why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for your phone bill? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save this year. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know I made the switch over to Mint Mobile a while ago. The process couldn't have been easier, and I can't believe that I am spending less than a third of what I was spending on one of the other major carriers before. By going online only and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily in minutes with eSIM. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.